Hello students, my name is Vishal Patel. Welcome to my YouTube channel Philomath. Now in this video we are going to do a quadratic equation by a factorization method. So in which I'll be giving you four rules by which the factorization method will be very easy. So before we start with all the rules, let us have a small quiz over here. Let us try to solve this particular quadratic equation. Now we all know how to solve a quadratic equation. We call it as a splitting the middle term. So I need two numbers whose multiplication is minus 48 and whose addition is minus 2. Now let's have some options over here. So the first option is 6 comma 8. So we all know that 6 into 8 is going to be 48. That is correct. But I need the sum to be minus 2. But the number is 6 comma 8. So when you add, the sum is not minus 2, it is 14. So this particular option is wrong. The next is minus 6 minus 8. When I add minus 6 minus 8, it is minus 14. Again, the option is wrong. The next option is 6 and 8, whose addition is 2, but we want minus 2. So this option is also wrong. The last option is 6 comma minus 8, whose addition is minus 2 and multiplication is minus 48. Yes, so this particular option is correct. Okay, so the main problem faced by the students is deciding the signs. They decide the numbers correct, but while deciding the signs, mostly they go wrong. Okay, so how do we decide a sign? By four rules. So the first rule says the sign of B and the sign of C is plus, then the numbers what you choose, both the numbers are going to be positive. Okay, let's take an example. In this equation, the sign of 17 is plus and the sign of 72 is also plus. So I need two numbers whose multiplication is plus 72 and sum is plus 17. The rule says both the numbers should be positive. So here we have two numbers, plus 9 and plus 8, which is going to satisfy the condition, and that is the product is 72 and the sum is 17. So when I split 17 as plus 9 and plus 8, we have total four terms, and then we factorize, taking x common from the first two term, we get x plus 9. From the second bracket, we are taking plus 8 common, we get x plus 9. Okay, now if you see, I have shown the sign of 9 with a plus sign. Okay, now in this particular bracket we are taking plus 8 common. So when you take plus sign common, the sign of 72 will not change, it will remain the same. So here it is plus, and inside the bracket also here it is plus. Okay, so after that, taking x plus 9 common, we are left with x plus 8 in the other bracket equal to 0, and then we have the final answer minus 8 and minus 9. Now let's go to the second rule. The second rule says B having a minus sign and C having a plus sign. So that time the numbers what you choose, both the numbers should be negative. Let us take an example. I have taken the similar quadratic equation, only there are a few sign changes over here. So here the product is 72 and the sum is minus 17. Okay. So according to the rule, both the numbers should be negative. So here we have 9 and 8, both are negative. So when you multiply, we get plus 72, and when you add, you get minus 17. So I'm splitting minus 17 as minus 9 and minus 8. Again, the same process we have, taking common, but be very careful. In the second step over here, we are taking minus 8 common. So when you take a minus sign common, the sign of plus will change to minus. Okay. Next, x minus 9 common. So in the other bracket, we have x plus 8. And when you solve, you get answer as 9 and 8. Let's go to rule number 3. The rule 3 says B having a plus sign and C having a minus sign. So the rule is the bigger number should be positive and the smaller number should be negative. Let's have the equation. X square plus x minus 72 equal to 0. So let's see the numbers. The numbers are plus 9 and minus 8. Okay, that is 9 being a bigger number, we are putting a plus sign. 8 smaller number, we are putting a minus sign. See the rule: big number positive, small number negative. 9 is a big number, so plus sign for that. 8 is a smaller number, so minus sign for that. So we are splitting, that is plus 9x minus 8x. Again taking common, Again, be careful. I'm taking minus 8 common. So the sign of minus will change to plus. Next step, x plus 9 common. In the other bracket, we have x minus 8. And after shifting and solving, we have minus 9 and plus 8 as the answer. Okay, now let's go to rule number 4, the last rule. That is the sign of B is all negative and C is also negative. The rule says the bigger number should be negative and the smaller number should be positive. Let's take a similar example. Okay, x square minus x minus 72 equal to 0. So both minus. Let's see the numbers. The numbers are minus 9 and plus 8. See the rule. The rule says the bigger number is negative, smaller number is positive. The bigger number is 9. I've taken a minus sign for that. The smaller number is 8. I've taken a plus sign for that. So let's split the middle term. Okay, x square minus x minus 72. I'm splitting the middle term minus x as minus 9 and plus 8. After taking common, again I'm taking plus sign common, so the sign of minus will remain the same. Again taking common, x minus 9. In the other bracket we have x plus 8. After shifting we have 9 and minus 8. So these are the four rules which will help to solve any particular quadratic equation very easily. Let us summarize these four rules. You can take a screenshot of this particular page. Okay, so we'll just revise the four rules. Okay, now an equation having b, the sign of b and the sign of c as plus, both are plus, so the numbers what you choose both are plus. If b is negative and c is positive, the numbers what you choose both are negative. If b is plus and c is minus, the bigger number should have a plus sign, the smaller number should have a minus sign. If b is minus and c is minus, then the bigger number should have a minus sign and the smaller number should have a plus sign. Hope you like this video. So if you like, do like this video, subscribe my channel and hit the like button. Thank you so much.